I'm Maryam Haji, Global Head of Research at TransRe, and I would like to share my thoughts about Hurricane Milton with you. I think our new analysis on Milton and digging deep into Milton come from the fact that PCS recently released an estimate for Milton, which it is the initial estimate, and it was lower than what market was expecting. So it made us think about Milton and dig in deep to have a better understanding what this event looked like and what's the potential loss may look like compared to some of the experiences that we had recently. So one of the events that we look at, it's Ian. It was easy because Ian happened 2 years ago, and also it impacted Florida. And part of the region that was impacted with Milton was also impacted with Ian. To look at and to do this comparison, I would like to point out few points. One of them is about the landfall category. So Milton was a category 3 at the landfall, and it was a weakening category 3, which was about 125 miles per hour, where compared to Ian was picking up intensity in a high category 4 and made landfall as 150 miles per hour. So just thinking about the difference of the landfall category between category 3 and 4, it's going to be about 30 to 40% difference in the loss or damageability for Milton compared to Ian. The second component, which is quite interesting when you compare these two events, is Ian forward speed was about 8 miles per hour. However, Milton forward speed was 14 miles per hour. Why forward speed is important? Because it defines the duration of the wind. As much as your forward speed is higher, the duration of the wind is smaller and the damageability will be less. And because of that, thinking about Milton forward speed was almost twice as big as Ian. The potential damage resulted from Milton should be smaller than Ian when you look at the two tracks crossing over Florida. The third component is about exposure. When you look at the exposure, the portion of the exposure which was impacted by Milton was 2 years ago, previously was impacted by Ian. So for just an example, if you think about roof damage that has been caused to the building by Ian, that roof is replaced by a new roof. So the new roof has a higher sustainability when we're thinking about the high wind speed. And therefore, that exposure that was impacted by Milton potentially generated smaller losses compared to what expected. And the change of the exposure from the 2 years ago might not have been captured through the analysis by vendors or a market analysis, and potentially that the market exposure wasn't reflecting. And because of these three factors, we think Milton losses will develop and it's going to be higher than PCS initial loss, but we do not think it's going to reach to the level that the market was expecting.